Next month, I'm planning on doing a video where I do my squat, bench, and deadlift 1 rep maxes. I want to see what you guys think I'll be able to hit. My previous maxes for all my lifts were for squat is 425 pounds, bench 285 pounds, and deadlift was 500 pounds. Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel, because chances are if you're seeing this, you are new to my channel. Today is overhead press for the main movement, and we have spotto press and then a few other accessories. But yeah, I've been putting a lot of work into overhead. As you can see, there's not a ton of weight on the bar, and that's because overhead is by far my weakest lift, and we're trying to change that. Hoping to be able to get overhead improved this year. That's one of the main goals for the year, along with being able to add approximately 10%, hopefully more, to my overall total for squat, bench, and deadlift. We'll see how that goes, but so far, first month isn't even over yet, and it's looking good. I have a lot of small wins over the past couple weeks, and even days that I'm not feeling great, I have had some small improvements. I've done 3 sets with this weight already, 125 pounds, in case you're wondering, and have 2 more sets of 4 reps and then an AMRAP. So last day of the first week of block 3 of Bull Mastiff by Alexander Bromley. So I've been enjoying the program so far, and it seems to be working. All right, that's set 4. One more before the AMRAP. I really enjoy working out upper body lately. When I was in high school, I was all about working squats and deadlifts, but that takes a lot more out of me these days. And so working out arms, I can get my recovery times down in between sets and feel decent at the start of the set. And that just doesn't happen as much with squats or deadlifts. It takes me a couple more minutes till I'm feeling ready to get up and put my muscles under that strain again. I'm experimenting a little more with getting those rest times down to see how much it actually hurts my performance. But what can I say? It's hard to get the work in and not feel crummy during some of those sets. I'm sure I'm not the only one that has that feeling. Last video I posted, what was that? That was Monday. I hit a massive rep bench PR. It was 210 pounds for 12 reps. Next month, I'm planning on doing a video where I do my squat, bench, and deadlift 1 rep maxes. This is not a very convenient time as far as the program goes, because the end of this block will be almost exactly the middle of the program, but it's a 19-week program, and let's just say that it gives you a little bit of wiggle room when you're going for that long. And I've been really good about sticking to program. So that's in 3 weeks, I think, that I'll do that. And I want to see what you guys think I'll be able to hit. My previous maxes for all my lifts were for squat is 425 pounds, bench 285 pounds, and deadlift was 500 pounds. With granted, that was probably an RPE 9. I might have been able to get a second rep out of that, but I need to get more plates before I can do that. So that's a good feeling to have to go get more plates to be able to test your max. All right. Overhead press recruits a few more muscle groups than I used to think it would. And boy, am I feeling my lats and back after hitting that rep PR on deadlift Thursday. I was going to do this workout yesterday, but after work and then running around taking care of the kids, I was beat. And I figured it'd be better for me to get a little rest before doing this. And so my program runs a little long, so what? But at least I get the work in a reasonable amount of time, and I'm not just dragging the whole time. I can actually push myself and get those extras reps out in my AMRAPs. Yeah, this is a far cry from where I started, I'll tell you. See, I lifted for almost a year in high school. And I thought I was strong then. And really only my legs were very strong. I weighed 190 pounds. I was an extremely skinny young man. And I could squat 360 pounds, but pretty much anything upper body was really bad. Like after a year of training, I could bench 200 at 18 years old, almost 19. And I guess I should be grateful that it was over body weight. But at the same time, I have a big frame. I should be able to put up more weight. Yeah. And then once I got started lifting again, I guess that was almost 5 years ago, I just kind of did some sets and reps with my primary mover, maybe an accessory or two. And that worked for about 4 or 5 months before it stopped working. And then I spent a good 2 years not knowing what to do or how to get better. And then I started researching how to program for myself and had some success with that. But I really wish that I'd started finding free programs from reputable sources earlier. And that would have helped me not stagnate for nearly as long. And I would have been further along in this strength journey than I currently am. So if you're new to lifting, 5-6 months in, and you want to keep that momentum going, you don't need a coach. Although if you can afford a coach, that's helpful. But really you just need the equipment available to you, and then one of these free programs that some pretty amazing athletes themselves have put together and they make it available for us to use. And yeah, if you get a chance, look them up. There's a few. I used Calgary Barbells, a 16-week program last year, and that gave me quite a bit of improvement on bench and on my deadlift. But squat wasn't quite so much. I struggle with that still, and hopefully I'm able to get over that this year. But check them out. They're available, and there's no reason to not go and use one of those programs. Even if you're brand new to the gym, they'll help a lot, and they'll keep you on track. All right. So that last set of overhead press went pretty well. I was hoping for the 13th rep, but let's admit that 12 was a success there. That was really good. At this rate, I should be able to be over a 200-pound overhead press by midsummer, maybe before. So that's really good. But let's admit, everyone just hates working on their worst lift, and that's one of the things that you have to work through mentally. You have to break through that barrier, is to convince yourself to put in the work and to put as much effort into that as you do on the lifts that you're good at or that you're seeing more improvement on. And once you get to that point, then the progress can come a little more readily. Now, I just did the first set of 8 for spotto press with 205, and let's just keep the PRs rolling because it is so fun to see progress, especially back-to-back workouts. I think this is my 4th or 5th workout that I've had some kind of rep PR